Hi, welcome to the Mk82 Air training. We're going to go over some different drop types. We'll get to those a little bit later. First of all, the standard setup for the Mk82 Air version, which allows you to use high drag and low drag. So you can use them just like standard Mk82s, or you can use the high drag if you want to drop them down low or in a low dive. So pretty standard CC IP symbology here. You got your bone mark pipper. You get a drop cue. We'll go over what this right here is a little bit later. That's going to let you know that this is not the actual bomb or release point. Sorry. It's going to start a countdown when you press that, and this will move. Anyway, for setting these up, you can drop them singly, pairs, ripple them off, whatever your preference is for distributing them down. For this one, we'll do ripple of 2 with a 50-foot separation. So dropping them 2, singly dropped, 50 feet apart. Now, this is the fusing for them. You can either drop them in high drag, which is the default, and that is nose-tail fusing, or you can do low drag nose, high drag tail, or high drag nose tail. So for this first one, we're going to do just a standard diving attack. So we'll do it in low drag, which is just like regular Mk84s. There's really not much difference between them when you're doing the low drag type of drop. So we've still got a little bit of ways to go to get there, and we'll restart it. We're nearing the target now, and we're still in low drag mode. You're going to notice that as we dive down, this delayed release marker is going to move down to the bottom. Once it goes below the pipper, that means that the bombs will release when you press the button. Anytime it's above, it's going to start a timer, which will give you a drop cue just like CCRP. So usually when approaching a target, I'll offset a little bit. That way you can look down, find the target visually. In this case, we're looking for that circle right there. And that will allow you to roll in on the target as you get a little bit closer. So altitude that you start from isn't necessarily important. Usually for me it's determined by any defenses in the area. If I know there's low altitude defenses, try to keep above 12,000 going in and release as high as possible. That way you're minimizing your time in the air defense area. So we're going to go right for the center of this bullseye. And pretty basic, once you're close in, roll into the target. Bring the pipper onto it. Use much smaller movements than I just made. And pick them. Alright, we're approaching the target for the CCIP low drag drop. I dropped it once and the video didn't turn out good, so we're just going to drop a single one again. But what you're looking for is to come in a little offset from the target so you can see it. Roll into the target. Roll upright when you're aligned. Get the wings level. Now that bomb fall line is, delayed release line is gone. So now wherever we hit the button, that's where the bomb's going to come off. Then make your escape. I'm going to pause this. We'll get a image here. And there's the impact. So pretty basic, pretty standard CC IP hits. Now if we want to do it with high drag, change this to high drag nose tail. And this is going to be a very similar drop. The difference is going to be, you'll notice that the delayed release line is going to be much higher. So you're going to, when you have the pipper over the target, it's going to take longer for the bombs to come off because they're going to come off, deploy their chutes, and slow down so that you can release them at a much lower level, which I'll show here. Again, most everything else is the same. Get the target lined up, try to see if there's any wind, correct the bit for the wind, and you're still going to use the pipper as your target marker. You might have to lean up a little bit, but you can drop much lower.
Altitude. Altitude.
Because when the bomb comes off, it's going to be deploying its chute and dropping down on that chute. So you're well above before the bomb gets out. So that is CCIP with high drag. Right, so this is our next high drag drop, which will be done from low level rather than diving down. So if you want to drop the bomb from low level, your minimum altitude needs to be about 40 feet and your minimum speed needs to be about 400 knots. Anything lower or slower than that, and you're going to get hit by the blast of the bomb. But this allows you to come in very low, very fast, and still get the bombs on target. No, you don't have the delayed drop line, so right when the pipper is over the target, that's when you want to drop it. Sorry, not the best visuals afterwards, but those landed a little low. That's very useful for attacking run. And then if you want to do that via CCRP, we already have the waypoint on there. We just change our mode to CCRP. Come back in.
Altitude.
For this, you just follow the CCRP drop line, and you'll notice the drop cue up here. You're going to want to hold down the pickle button before that starts coming down. But this means you don't have to watch where the bomb fall pipper is. You can just set your target before you go, come in at low altitude. Make sure you follow the bomb line because it's compensating for wind. Hold the pickle button down. Bombs are away. And there's the hits. You don't have to really pop up at all. You don't have to worry about anything, but you do have to make sure that your waypoint is right on target. Now, the last one we're going to show here is if you need to hit a target, but you really can't get close to it, you can do a toss attack. So again, you'll do this through CCRP, and you want it in low drag, and you want to be going basically as fast as possible and as low as possible. From there, make your run in on the target. Use this for threat avoidance down at low level. And what you're going to do is about 3 miles from the target, you're going to pop up and just hold that pipper down. Or hold the pickle button down. The bomb fall line, as you saw, will come across, and the bombs will be tossed out towards the target. Not very accurate that way, but that's the way to get some bombs out at an airfield. I'll show you that one more time. That one wasn't the best example.
Altitude.
So do that one more time. First, get far enough away. The main idea here being that you can use this to deliver the bombs from a safe distance and make your turnout and escape before you actually overfly the target, which you would otherwise have to do if you were doing it with high ground. So, 3 miles out, pull up, hold the pickup button down, once are released, turn and make your escape.
Altitude. Altitude.
Again, switch to external view. And there's the bomb hits. As you can see, that one was pretty close on target. You never get, more than 2 miles away. So that's another useful way to employ the Mk82s. Thanks for watching.